Hello students. So today we'll start another chapter known as the fundamental unit of life. Now before going into any details, we will start with an activity. So what do we do in this activity? The first step we do is take an onion. So what do we do? Take a peel of an onion. So this is the onion and here is its peel. Okay, we take the peel of an onion and what do? We prepare a slide. Now this is a glass slide here. Okay, we cut a small piece of this peel and we keep it on the glass slide and we cover it with a now before covering it with a cover slip, we put a few drops of red dye known as safranin. This red color dye, this dye is known as safranin. Okay, and we cover this with a cover slip. This is the cover slip. Okay, so now we have prepared our slide. What will we do next? We will keep this slide under the microscope. So this is the microscope. This is the third step now. Okay, so this is a microscope. A simple light microscope. What will we do? The slide that we had prepared, we will keep it here on the stage. And we will observe from here. Okay, so we keep the slide on the stage, we observe it from here, and what do we see? We see these little compartments. Okay, what are these little compartments? These compartments are known as cells. So this is an onion peel as seen under a microscope. Okay, so what do we see here? Why did we put the saffron in? We put the dye so that we can make out each cell clearly and properly. Okay, and it also stains the nucleus of the cell. So these are all the cells of the peel and the lining, the outlines here. This outline that we see, it's the cell wall. And the red dots that we see, these dots are the nucleus. And the empty space that we are seeing in the here, this empty space, this is the cytoplasm. As we see with an onion peel, this is what it looks like. So each and every organism on earth, be it any plant, any animal, they are made up of cells like these. A cell is the structural unit of life. Okay, we can do this activity with anything that we have. We just have to cut it into very thin slices so that as thin as this onion peel, because it is very thin, so we can see the cells properly. There was a scientist who first discovered these cells. His name was Robert Hooke. What did he do? He cut very thin slices of cork cells. Cork is a substance that is obtained from the bark of a tree. He made thin slices, very thin slices of cork cells, and just as we did, he also observed it under the microscope. And what did he see? He also saw such small compartments. Okay, so these compartments he called as cells. The word cell, it means a small room. This is how he first discovered cells, Robert Hooke. There was another scientist known as Anton von Leeuwenhoek. What did he do? He made a simple microscope for the first time. And this microscope was used by Robert Hooke to observe these Koch cells. Okay, so we can say that all living organisms, they are basically made up of cells such as these. So just as in a building, we can say that it is made up of walls, windows, roof, and all, stairs. So if we dismantle the entire structure, what do we see? We see bricks. Just as in a building, the bricks are the basic structural unit. In a living organism, the cells are the basic structural unit. Another thing about cells is that they are also the functional unit of life, which we will discuss in detail in the next part later. Okay, so this is the basic introduction about what are cells and how do we see them under the microscope, and that all living cells, if we do this to any part of any living organism, we will see such cells under the microscope. All right. Okay, thank you.